Brian Davis with Cedric Golden outside of Moncrief today. We had another chance to visit with Charlie Strong. Today was day 7, said. We did not see Happy Charlie Strong today.
Camp Strong, I'm not going to say it hit a snag, but the camp coordinator, Coach Charlie, wasn't that happy with the performance today. And the one thing we've learned about Charlie Strong, he doesn't have a great poker face.
No.
When he's not happy about something, it's easy to see. And what did he say? The one word, there's a 4-letter word.
There's a 4-letter word that jumped out at all of us when he made a little opening statement. He talked about the Saturday scrimmage, and he said as the scrimmage went on, I thought that guys quit competing. Now, this to me is the equivalent of dropping a nuclear bomb in a press conference, okay? When you talk about anything that having to do with the team that they quit competing, this raises huge red flags.
He prefaced it by saying there were plays to be made and guys didn't make them. He didn't want you to think that there are 80 guys out there that just laid down like dogs. But he wanted you to know that there are expectations attached. At one point, he said during stretching that he noticed that he didn't see the right attitude from a couple of guys. Sent him back.
Stopped the entire practice.
And sent him back to the gate and said, you come back in with a new attitude.
That's right. Now, that's what you want to see. I mean, granted, it is the 7th practice out of 15, so we're midway through this thing. Coaches usually find something to be mad about, whether they just decide to wake up that morning and today's the day I'm going to be angry. Regardless of such, the fact that Charlie is really starting to hammer these guys on how they practice, their effort, their intensity, I think if you're a Texas fan, you gotta like that.
Yeah, and this is spring. Let's preface it by saying this is spring football.
North Texas isn't going to be here on Saturday.
Yeah, there's not a game coming up this week. But what he's doing is he's trying to slowly but surely raise the bar of expectations to when you get to the dog days of summer and fall camp. It's going to be muscle memory. Guys are going to know the expectations. They're going to know the consequences for not giving full effort. And by the time it gets around to September and October, I think you might see an improved product on the field.
The big news, though, is that Kent Perkins, an offensive lineman, had to have his knee scoped over the weekend after getting hurt last week. He will be out the rest of spring, but back for the fall.
Oh yeah, and everything else, health-wise, they're doing okay. He said David Ash looked pretty good throwing. He's learning every day. He wanted to make sure and mention Tyrone Swoops as well. So
he did.
He still hasn't just said David Ash is our guy. And guess what? I think that means that David Ash is in a quarterback competition. And maybe the starting quarterback isn't even on campus yet. There'll be more on that later.
Gerard Hurt, are you listening? Lots of good stuff. There'll be more this week, more on statesman.com. For Ced, I'm Brian. See you later.